Hey, good morning, everybody. Welcome to Morning in Meridian. It is the two best hours of local live talk radio here in East Mississippi, West Alabama. Thank you for tuning in. And, of course, you can check us out on all sorts of ways, like broadcast media, like 102.1 FM, frequency modulated radio. Also, if you like, you can check us out online at waltmeridian.com. Also, don't forget to download the WALT app on your device. You can just tap and listen to our show. And, of course, there's YouTube, and there's something called, it has something to do with face. And I think it's FaceTime. Or no, Face. That's it, Facebook. I'm Roger B. That is the voice of our own beloved main man from me, and Rob Atkinson.
Hello.
Wait a minute. Do you have the Mondays?
It's the Monday.
You just got a bad case of the Mondays.
It's Monday.
Well, find out that there's something outstanding that you talked about that you did over the weekend. I want to get back to that. But first, let's bring to the microphone our other guy, the main guy from downtown who's keeping everything going, keeping everybody fed. Say hi to Charles Frazier.
Well,
good morning, sir. Ask Rob what he did this weekend.
Rob, what did you do this weekend?
I listened to a lot of radio
all
weekend.
He listened to radio. Roger, he listened to radio.
That's what he did. He listened to radio.
Yeah.
Why?
Because we just launched new shows over the weekend.
Oh,
Launch.
he's just making sure.
It's like Elon Musk. We are the Elon Musk of the radio.
That's right.
Okay, I'll go with that.
Launching.
I'll go with that. We are a little musky. I don't know what to say.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah, okay.
Darn it.
There you have it.
Right.
Okay.
Oh, man. Hey, the fuck.
Right guard went left.
I'm just waiting for the cologne to come out. Elon Musk. For the man. I don't know. Whatever.
Smell red.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah,
If you want to smell smart, smell rich, smell smart, all that good stuff.
Okay.
So there's all that going on this morning. So anyway, so you listen to the radio, and you were checking out our new lineup.
Yeah, we got a brand new weekend lineup. Just launched it over the weekend. So,
And so hope you folks enjoyed some of that over the weekend.
yeah, a lot of new shows that launched yesterday. And
Did you listen to Alabama football?
yeah, listen to
How did that turn out?
played Mercer. I mean, come on, man.
Well, I mean,
Mercy.
sometimes there's surprises,
Yeah, well, that wasn't one.
Please have mercy on Mercer.
That wasn't a mercy.
I wonder what Tuscaloosa Ted would say about the game this past
Hey,
weekend.
wins are wins.
Gotta play a scrimmage once in a while, too, you know?
You know,
That was W.
the thought that struck me on the way to the studio this morning, because I was thinking about Tuscaloosa Ted. Well, why on earth I was doing that, I don't know. But then I wondered, is there a Tuscaloosa Tina? You know, I'm just wondering, are you Ted? Are you married? Do you have a spouse?
No comment.
Oh no! Okay, sounds like things might have gone a little bad for you there in the trailer.
Yeah, she's getting half. I'm getting half. We're just deciding which half is going to be with.
If it's a double wide, you could actually make it a single wide. You know what I mean? That's the thing in half.
Why am I not surprised that Tuscaloosa Ted's a little bit of a quandary there?
It's tough. We're fighting over
It's
the dog too.
I'm telling you the truth.
Can't cut that in half. Like you could cut it in half.
Oh man,
All right. Some good eating.
good eating.
All right.
So much to get to and talk about this morning. Why don't we just start out by saying that, well, if it's a matter of getting breakfast or lunch or dinner or midnight snack, we've got it all laid out for you. There's a place that never closes, and it's located right down there on exit 150, and it's called the Magnolia Restaurant.
Inside the Queen City Truck Stop, you know where it is. And of course, today, Monday, which I know Rob's got a case of Mondays, but they got a case of Mondays too
We
over
got some
there.
beef and rice.
Beef tips over rice. They got pot roast.
Wow.
I want a case of Mondays over there. Tell you what.
Could we put hot roast on rice? That'd be kind of good.
But what the beef tips is.
Okay.
No, it's not. It's totally separate.
I know,
But
I
if it's
know,
put
I
hot
know.
roast on rice too, if you want to, they'll do whatever you want.
Yeah, I kind of like that
Love
idea.
them there. They're very accommodating. And of course, they've also got the chicken wings, hamburger steak, fried chicken, chicken tenders, always the veggie plates, the biggie burger. How big is it, Rob? the humongous hamburger, but the humongous hamburger just doesn't flow very well. So they call it the Biggie Burger. It's pretty smart if you ask me. They got the long all bread that will keep you going all day long, and the night, possibly even the next day as well. And I tell you what, next week is Thanksgiving. If you don't have plans, make plans to go there. They got the best Thanksgiving spread in town. The Magnolia Restaurant inside the Queen City Truck Stop. Call them 601-482-0259. When you call them on your lunch break, by the time you get up there, the food's hot and ready. You take it back to your office. It's just that easy. The Queen City Truck Stop. The Magnolia Restaurant. Check them out. The coffee is hot, and the service is fun. I was going to say the air is cold, but we don't necessarily need cold air at this point. But I tell you, it's just a great place to go. You meet all kinds of different people.
Absolutely. We don't do this often on the radio, but when it's a notable, we want to take the time to do this. And of course, what I'm referring to is that we joke about the Mondays here this morning, but there is a cloud over Meridian today because if you think about the radio history in this town, and you think about the restaurant business in this town, you think about a great person that Meridian has lost, and that is the person of Mike Partridge, who passed away this weekend. If you listen to, WDAL years ago, and of course his father, Mr. Partridge, I guess they called him the Quail.
Yeah.
So Don Partridge was in the radio business, and along came Mike and the family members, and then of course after radio he went into the restaurant business, following in his father's footsteps in running the Rustler restaurant.
Absolutely.
And so we just want to say to all family and friends of dear Mike that we remember him fondly, and we think of them in our prayers right now as the arrangements, I believe, are incomplete for the funeral services. But a Meridian great, Mike Partridge, passed away this week.
Yeah, and certainly he was huge in the restaurant community as well. Really put the restaurant on the map.
You interact regularly with the restaurant,
and I've already talked to numerous other restaurateurs in town, and we're going to do something. I'm not sure what, but to honor him. And several different ideas floating around, but certainly he will be greatly missed. And our thoughts and prayers are with the Partridge family. So it's a tough loss, I think, for everybody.
I start thinking about the fun things that Mike would do from time to time, and I heard from others in the building who've known him for years and years. And every once in a while, he would just kind of text a picture of some sort of radio memorabilia, from the older days.
He would do that all the time,
and just kind of
we would share it amongst ourselves too. Be like, "Oh, look at this!" He would do that all the time,
and it just shows how much this industry can get into your blood. Because even though for several decades he was owner and operator of a Rustler restaurant, he always fondly remembered his days in radio, and would always stay in touch with people like yourself and myself and many others who were in the radio business, and just always would just out of the blue call up and say, "Hey, Howard, what's going on in that radio world?" Things like that.
I think we always picked on Mike, because we always aired the Rustler commercials. We were like, "Mike, you need to get on that commercial." No, I'm not going to do that. We'd always pick on him about that. He would never do it. So
that's right. He was. But
even though I could tell when you talked to him about it, he had that itch to want to do it, but he's like, "No, I'm fine. I'm good.
I mean, and you think it's just good business practice, that he would be at the door and greet you when you walked in to the Rustler. But that's that was not really what Mike's motive was. It was more he loved his community and loved seeing the friends and people and the customers that came in. So he just loved to be there to say hi and make sure you're taken care of. But he loved his community, he loved his family, and he loved his friends. So I'm just completely humble and honored to be considered one of them. So with that, folks, please keep the Partridge family in your prayers. All right, moving on this morning. Let's see. Something happened this weekend. It was very nice. There was a time to shine down at Soleil. The symphony putting on a program of some country music theme, and had a couple of some good groups. One, Brett Kelly, of course, being there to do the Jimmy Rogers music, and he did so well. But one side note from that meeting, if I may share it, is that I did have a chance to speak with a Mr. Copeland. If you heard that name, there's been some discussion about whether he was going to run for mayor or not.
Jimmy Copeland.
And
Easy.
I have a card here that says Meridian needs a fresh start.
Okay.
Okay.
With the
What does
QR
that mean?
code.
Yeah.
But he said, his words to me were, you can't sign up until January. So
Yeah.
But
Well,
but
okay.
he has,
Those signed up already.
but he has every.
I mean, I'm just saying.
Well,
Okay.
it's not too early to campaign, right?
Yeah, that's never too early.
Are those new signs or those recycled?
That's a good question.
Just saying. We were all
Get
thinking
him out of the basement. There we go.
I can pick on that guy.
Well, we have a good rapport with the guy that you're speaking of there,
Percy.
and but no, Mr. Jimmy Copeland he's said his words. Yes, he plans to run.
Okay.
So
Okay, so if he jumps in, that's at least 3 that we know of.
mhm.
He's,
Okay. Jimmy.
yeah, 'cause he said he's going to run again. So.
Jimmy Smith has told me that he is going to run again, and of course this Mr. Copeland has said that he intends to run.
Okay.
Now, which party would Copeland run in? Independent. Okay.
That's
You would assume that Percy Bland and Jimmy Smith would run as Democrats again, like they did before. I would
Mhm.
assume. So,
No,
So-
you can have multiple Democrats running them on the same
yeah, they
race.
would just go through a primary.
Oh, they do go through the primary.
Yeah, they
Okay,
do
so
go through
there-
a primary.
or one candidate per party. Interesting. All right.
so I just thought that was interesting. So just remember,
There may be another 1 or 2 out there we just don't
Mm-hmm.
know about, but haven't officially said anything.
it might be very important for you to just continue to stay tuned to WALT Meridian, and that way you can get the information just like this as it comes onto the news scene.
Oh, we were done with election.
Oh, you're never done.
Never.
We just got
Never.
done with one.
Yeah.
Or let me put it this way:
Well, we
you
got-
are never done with democracy.
Well, we're not done because remember next week is that runoff.
Oh,
So
that's
don't
right.
forget
Yeah,
about that.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
next week. We're not done yet this year.
I'm afraid so many people are going to stay home from that because there's just not that total package. There's not that national draw. But it's important. And in fact,
8-year term.
as we've said on this show before, Rob and Charles, is that, your vote counts most important as the offices get closer to home.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there are people that stay home in a national election and say, well, my vote's not going to matter. Well, it does, but it matters so much more as you get closer to home. So
Yeah.
I think that
the
the people,
seat on the Superior is close to home.
sure, and I think a lot of people who voted in the national election for that judge was just kind of, they were voting, okay, I've heard of her or I've heard of him, I'm going to vote that way. So the people who are motivated to go out and vote because they have a reason, they participate in the system a lot more, are going to be out there voting. And I think it actually will work out in Branning's favor because she has marketed herself very well. She's put a lot of ads out there. She's made a lot of appearances. And I think that her base is pretty strong, and her base is ones they're going to get out there and vote. So I think that it will work out well for her. But we'll see. Yeah.
Well, and one thing we didn't talk about toward the tail end of last week, Donald Johnson sent out some information. Finally got everything certified, obviously, with the election. I think once absentee votes and all of the other votes were counted, mail in, whatever it might be, Lauderdale County voted just over 60% this time around, which is pretty strong considering other elections we've had in the past, unlike the schools.
What
But
that
anyway,
means, you don't know the ramifications of that.
that's pretty
People
big.
are doing what you said, Rob.
Yeah.
You said, get out and vote.
Yeah.
People are listening to you.
Yeah, over 60% is pretty darn good. So, but it shows you the number of absentee because I want to say it was the morning after the presidential election, we had probably just over 50%. So you probably had maybe 10, 12% that voted absentee. So that put it over the 60% mark of the county. And that is darn good considering what it's been in the past. Because on some of these county elections, when you get to the general, maybe 30,
maybe
40 at best. So, but now you look at that percentage and you go back to this runoff coming up next Tuesday. How much
12,
of that is going to return? I would say probably 10, maybe.
about right.
So, and that's unfortunate, but
Well, it's a
If you're
runoff.
going to be out of town next week, I know a lot of folks with Thanksgiving week, they're going to be doing the traveling thing. Absentee voting is available if you're going to be out of town. And I really encourage folks to take a few minutes and get down there and do that, because this is an 8-year term for this particular seat. And the Supreme Court, people just do not understand. That is such an important race coming up next Tuesday. Of course, these two.
We're speaking about the runoff, and of course, there's
Jennifer.
right there on the monitor there. There's
They heard me talking about her. So
Jennifer Browning on the monitor there.
yeah, but I will say, I got to agree with Charles. She has done just a marvelous job of marketing herself. I mean, the ad campaign has been impressive. She's not only done that, but the grassroots on the ground has been awfully impressive as well. And I think that's going to continue up into this runoff next week. 22 counties, though, is what she's done, to cover this race here. But we'll see what happens next week. But I feel like she's going to win, but it just comes down to turnout is what it really boils down to. So.
All right, we have a caller on the line. Our number, by the way, is 601-485-9191. Would love to have you on with us. Good morning, caller. Welcome.
Good morning, gentlemen. Yes, we do want to encourage everybody to come back out and vote in the runoff. Just a quick FYI for you, there are unofficially 6 candidates for the Mayor Meridian. I will not name them until they all qualify, but there are 6.
Oh, okay.
Oh, 6.
6.
6 in the runoff?
No.
That's not the mayor's race.
Oh, the mayor.
Right.
Oh, the mayor's race. Okay.
6 candidates.
I'm like a squirrel. I saw something and I got distracted.
I mean,
like in the middle of the road.
Yeah.
I know we're not going to name names, but how many Republican, how many Democrat, how many Independent?
Right now, 5 Democrats and 1 Independent.
Okay.
How about that? Okay.
There you go.
Well, the list is getting longer every day. We'll see what happens in January when they actually sign up.
That'll be an interesting day.
It'll be an interesting day.
It will be.
Are you one of the candidates?
Heck no, I live in the county.
He said, "Heck no, I live in the county."
Not nobody.
Hey,
Thank you so much for the phone call.
Y'all have a good day.
Thank
Thank you. Good call. There you go. Yeah, the list is
The list is growing.
well.
Six of them. All right.
Well, you realize,
If it comes down to that, then if you get that many Democrats, that may go to a runoff right there.
well, and in likelihood it would, and the chances for each, given the maybe if the sentiment for a fresh start is there, there's some that could be it could be quite interesting for the Democrats.
Now, are all council seats up? Some of them. What do we know?
I think everything municipally is up this go round.
Okay.
So we'll see how that rolls too.
Yeah.
If some of those folks may be in the mix.
A fresh
I love how we throw these hats
yeah.
around.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you know? I don't know.
We don't know nothing.
I just like to stir things up.
That's right. We just talk.
But that's good. That's good for us here because the people were saying after the national election a couple of weeks ago, what are you going to talk about? Well, here we are. We're talking about the municipal election, the one that really matters to Meridian. So that's pretty cool. So there's always something. Then after that, I guess is there an election the following year?
Well, then you'll be getting
midterms.
you'll get
midterms. Then you're going to get statewide. There's always something. There's just always something. So anyway, that's the way it goes. By the way, if you want to be on our show, we do to give us a call here at 601-485-9191. This is known today as Apple Cider Day. What? Yes. Yes. That's exactly right. Just want you to know, November 18th, today the 18th. Yes, it is. Is Apple Cider Day.
Is that the alcoholic version of apple cider? Because they have different kinds.
Well, it is that wonderfully spiced apple drink, and you get it in 2 versions. You can get it hard. It's turned hard.
Okay.
Or you can get it just regular. So I think it would have to do with just probably, both.
But I didn't know which one they were honoring.
I think
why we had that Apple Cider Day. Who created Apple Cider Day?
I think
Apple growers.
I think Apple growers.
People in Washington State. Probably.
Yeah, probably so.
We don't care about that anyway.
And I look to see when I.
What about apple juice? Does it have a day? I mean, how come cider gets today, but not apple?
You know, I've
It
wondered
doesn't
about
seem
that.
fair.
Why does
Applesauce? Do they have an applesauce day?
now I was delighted that in the supermarket they had this gallon
Apple pie.
jug of like the fresh apple juice or apple cider that
Oh, is it cider or juice?
it's not like it's been processed. It's just like squeezed apples and it's been pasteurized, put in a jug.
Well,
Oh, I
there's
like
apple
it.
cider vinegar too.
Well, I don't know if there's a day for vinegar. We need to look at that. Yeah.
Okay.
I think a lot of people
Better
were talking about a vinegar day, but I think that we kind of soured on that.
Yeah, probably so. Okay.
Okay. All right. That joke is pickled. There's no question about that. All right. Well, but anyway, what you can do, here's what the funny advice is. And here in the South, we're kind of lost, but it says, this is a day when you can go to the you can go to the apple producer, go to the apple orchards, and enjoy some fresh apple cider.
I have an apple phone.
I don't know of any apple orchards here in our Lauderdale County, so
I can't think of it.
I don't think I'm going to be able to just run down. However, I do remember while in Michigan in school, they did. Of course, apples were everywhere. We would go. We could pick the apples and we could submit them to be pressed, and we made our own little apple juice. It was really pretty cool. It was fresh and sweet and good. All the things that I think Robert Kennedy Jr. would like.
Okay. Yes. RFK.
Yeah, I guess you all did see the photograph of when Trump Force One, all eating McDonald's.
And the caption says, "Making America healthy again."
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Yeah, it starts tomorrow.
But not yet. They're all get like 2 sandwiches and fries.
We're not in trouble. We do have someone from the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department here, but we're not in trouble. I don't think. We'll take a break and find out and let you know. How about a little Kim Wilde?
There a reason behind that?
Well, yeah, there is. She did a great version of this song back in the late 80s, I think it was. And she has a birthday today. Kim, you know it. Kim Wilde is 64 years old today. Happy birthday, Kim. You and me, babe, we're just 1 year away from Medicare. There you go.
Oh, is that still around?
Yeah.
Well, it is until my birthday, and then they're going to pull the plug on that.
Literally pull the plug.
Yeah.
Sorry, Roger.
I'm here to collect my social security. Oh, I'm sorry, we've done away with that program.
Yeah.
Oh, well, shoosh. Okay. All right, we'll give him my money back. All that money my employer paid into it. And me. All right. Other birthdays. Here's one for you guys. My age and a little older. Linda Evans, 82 years old.
Wow. A little bit older. Yeah.
You remember Linda Evans?
Dynasty?
Yes. Look at you. All right. Young Charles comes through there. All right. Of course, she was also in the Elvis movie Beach Blanket Bingo.
I don't think I saw that one.
I don't know that I've seen it entirely. I don't know if I've seen any Elvis movie.
No, I don't think I have.
I've seen parts of it.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Let's have a
Blanket
clam bake.
Bingo.
All right.
How does one play? Okay. Well, let's not even get into that.
I don't know, but maybe that's what inspired the game Twister. I don't know. Kevin Nealon, the comedian from Saturday Night Live, also from the series Weeds, 71 years old today. So there you have it. And Susan Sullivan, 82. Yes. She was in Dharma and Greg. Of course, in college, she worked her way through college as a Playboy bunny.
Is that right?
Yeah. So just so you know that.
College was that.
It would have to be fun to sit down with an 82-year-old and talk about how was life like as a Playboy bunny. Well, let me tell you.
Let me show you my uniform. That's okay. No.
Thank you very much. Yeah. And actor Owen Wilson, of course, he is 56. So happy birthday if today is your birthday. And if you're a NASCAR fan, race car driver Denny Hamlin is 44. All right. Moving right along this morning. Let's take a moment just to thank our good friends like Jeffrey Wilson at Jeffrey Wilson at State Farm Insurance.
That's right. And here's the deal. When you combine your State Farm home and auto insurance, you can save an average. This is an average now.
Just an average.
An average.
Okay.
It could be more. $889. Not too shabby for annual savings on insurance. All you got to do is call Jeffrey Wilson at 601-483-8253, and he is ready to help you combine your home and auto and save in Meridian today. Call that number or go see him at his wonderful office, 2401 Highway 39 North, where they are right next to Woodstock Furniture. They got that nice little red yacht out. I bet that's through Jeffrey Wilson Farm as well. What do you think?
It would have to be.
It would certainly have to be. And the thing with Jeffrey Wilson is he's all over town. I mean, he is a man about town. He's involved with all kinds of civic groups. He is a good neighbor. And it's important that we have a good neighbor because when you have an insurance claim, you just pick up the phone and call him. He's going to negotiate and navigate all through those difficult insurance waters, and he will get you the money you need.
The stormy insurance waters.
The stormy one.
That's right. The tumultuous waters of insurance.
And Jeffrey Wilson, like a good neighbor, is wearing khakis, and he is there for you. 601-483-8253. Jeffrey Wilson, State Farm Insurance.
All right. We have a lieutenant from the Lauderdale County Sheriff's Department, and he's here for blood. I can tell you that right now. And that's, of course, Lieutenant Andy Matiszewski.
Good morning. Good morning.
Welcome, Lieutenant Ski, as they say.
LT Ski.
Yeah. And you do ski. Okay, see, there you go.
So water ski, snow ski.
Both.
There you go.
Neither well.
So, in as much as you have not put the cuffs on any one of us here, so it sounds like you're here on a good term and to talk about something very, very important, like maybe a blood drive.
Absolutely. One of the things that the sheriff tasked me with doing early on in this term is when something needs doing, let's get it done and find ways to do that. And typically when you guys see me, when there's a need of some kind, whether it's benevolent in nature or otherwise. In emergency services, we run into situations daily where people didn't plan to get into the problem that they find themselves in. So we see the critical needs in the community quite often first before other people do. And one of those is certainly need for blood. We've partnered with Vitalant Corporation, who are the blood draw people.
Mhm.
'Cause blood at the end of the day is not something that they just manufacture. We make it, and that's the only way to get it. And when that's the treatment that's necessary, there's not an alternative. And levels across the country are low. End of summer is always fraught with lots of injuries and things as people are going out and doing various activities before the winter doldrums set in, and accidents happen. I saw over the weekend where a commuter plane crashed into a race. So I mean, you never know what's going to happen. Where some and all three of those people survived, but they were pretty injured. So you never know where. Not around here, by the way. Y'all don't blow the phones up. So you never know when something's going to happen. And what they've asked for us to do is we've called this the Lauderdale County Battle of the Badges. So they kind of pitted us and our fire department brethren, obviously in a friendly way, in a competition to see who can raise the most, have the most people come in and donate blood. What a lot of people may not realize is the critical issues that are involved when you're dealing with blood. Sometimes a single patient will need huge amounts, and in emergencies, we don't always know what that person's blood type is. It's just something that we have to have right away. So people with type O blood are real critical because they can give to everybody, O negative especially, but O positive can help most patients as well. So those are critical, but everybody's can help. One individual donation by a person one time can help multiple patients. As somebody who's had family members who had to have whole blood, I can tell you there is no kind of relief than when the doctor says, hey, you're going to have some blood, but we've got it on the shelf. And that's not something you can just say, oh, we need blood, let's go out and get it. We've got to already have it at that point in time. So it's kind of a big deal to make sure we keep those supplies up. And there's some benefits here for the folks who donate too. Vitalant has put together this great t-shirt they're going to give to everybody that comes and donates. And by the way, this is happening tomorrow on the 19th between 2 and 6:30 p.m. And they're going to be stationed directly in front of the Lauderdale County Government Complex. So as you enter in toward our new courthouse government complex area there, off of 22nd Avenue, beside what used to be the Old Fred's, the main entrance, there's a paved area to the left of the main road. And that's where we're going to stage them. You'll have to drive right by them. Get a little guilt trip there, get everybody looking at them as they come and go. As you're coming to pay that garbage tax and other things you're trying to get taken care of.
How fitting though to have a place that draws blood in front of government contracts.
Well,
that's a nice little poetic turn there.
Add a little bit of levity. Thanks. Why not? And but anyway,
buy your local tax office.
There you go. And I'm hopeful that we'll get a lot of the people that are coming, going, taking care of business from there, as well as the employees. We've already got quite a number of our employees that have signed up that want to come and donate. And you can do that online through Vitalant's website. That's www.donors.vitalant, that's VITALANT.org. Or you can call down to our office at 601-482-9823 and just ask for me, LTT. They'll put you through, and I'll get you directed in the right way. But beside that, I left something out. Between November 1 and December 1, everybody in their network that donates gets entered into a drawing, and they are giving away not one, not two, but three total $10,000 gift cards.
Come on.
Wow. So that's a pretty decent motivation. Here, right? Look, Roger's rolling his sleeves up. That's great.
How many times can we get blood?
What time was this? Yeah, exactly. So hey, Christmas is around the corner. Maybe needs new shoes.
That's it.
So there's some motivation there.
I'm hoping you enjoy your PlayStation. Your daddy gave you that.
I'm just picturing Christmas, Yeah. I'm sorry, Steve.
I agree with you. Every 2 seconds in the immediate area, there's a patient that needs blood. We're blessed to have one of the ER trauma docs from at university helps us with some stuff that we do at the sheriff's office. Dr. Anderson, and he and I have talked extensively over the years. He started here as a driver for the local ambulance service. It's an amazing success story for that guy. But we talk quite often what it looks like in that ER working their volume is exponential compared to what we see here. But I tell you, I've been in the ERs here dealing with crash victims and other things, and watched how these men and women in these hospitals have to move about to work to try to save lives. It's impressive, and blood's a huge component of it.
And I'll just tell a personal experience where a loved one who became ill several months ago and had to go to the hospital, found out that there was a blood depletion in their body, and and not bleeding out, not hemorrhaging anything, just bodies, whatever happened internally, whatever, loss of blood, and needed about 5 pints or more. I call it units, I guess. It may not be exact pint, but it's 5 units. So that's something that's saved their life.
Yeah, I worked a case the other day. I won't go into detail for the protection of the individuals involved, but individual needed over 3 liters of whole blood, which is most of your body's volume. But it was on the shelf, and that young man's with us today. So
how would it be? You're lying there, you're the one in the ER, and they come up to you and they say, well, we could save your life if we just had the blood, but we don't have it. Boy, can you imagine being in a situation like that?
Well, I'm going to tell you, having been in something quite similar in my time overseas, the wonderful thing about our men and women in uniform, kind of piggyback off the last week's Veterans Day ceremony, is those folks line up in droves. Nobody told them to. They just make sure that it gets done. But when you're in an austere environment, and the only help you got is what's on the shelf, and those men and women in camouflage and making sure that you survive. It's great not to have to worry about that.
Yeah, we'll encourage folks too. It is the holiday season coming up, and it's an important time. Thanksgiving coming up. What a gift to give back to the community with your blood donation. So, also, I was going to remind folks, if you need more details, we just shared all that information on the WALT Facebook page as well. So you get the QR code there. You can scan if you want to make an appointment. So go over to our WALT Facebook page. It's all up there for you as well. So a lot of good information there for your blood donation coming up tomorrow.
I'm just curious. I was wondering how long blood can be preserved when it's given like that. I don't know. I know I'm not expecting you to answer that, because that'd be a blood.
I wish that was a major issue, but it never stays on the shelf long enough. Right?
There you go.
That's why we're constantly in shortage. So it's never been a challenge.
Constantly rotating the stock.
That's it.
I was wondering. I heard you can stockpile your own blood for should you need it. But I'm thinking, how would it last that long if you it's just crazy. I don't know. Yeah. Just questions that come to mind. One thing that you need to be aware of too and be prepared for. Sometimes you show up and then they kept your blood for one reason or another. That's but don't stop that. Don't let that stop you from trying.
Yeah, they'll work with you. Sometimes it just depends on what's going on with you. That they may choose a different time to set up an appointment that would work out better. But I'll reach out.
Yeah,
they'll certainly find a way to help you work through that. And whole blood's not the only product they can get. There's plasma. There's other things that are there that people are sometimes in need of. So there's lots of ways to do that work.
So tell us more about this battle of the badges.
Well,
tell us about the competition of the badges.
It's interesting. We'd like to call it a hate relationship. We all the time.
I like the battle of the badges.
Oh, sure you do.
You don't need.
We try
thinking badges.
One up each other every chance we get. But I'm going to tell you a better bunch of than those guys wearing that Maltese cross badge at the fire department is hard to find. I know when things are difficult, when we work these major traffic accidents and things of that nature, I love to hear those trucks coming because they've got all the great tools. We've got what we can put in Dodge Durango. Those fellas bring a semi, and they bring everything you do. So we always look for bragging rights, but it is absolutely the most friendly brotherhood that you'll find. We're going to talk all kinds of mess about each other, but we're going to have a good time doing it.
That's fun. I like that. That's a good, healthy camaraderie, competition, whatever you want to call it. So very good. So folks, put it on your agenda, and that's going to be starting what time?
Between 2 and 6:30 p.m. tomorrow afternoon at the Lauderdale County Government Complex.
Between 2 and 6:30 tomorrow. That'll be the 19th. Go roll up your sleeves and give the gift of life. So that's a good idea. Even if you don't have no badge. There you go. Okay. There you go. All righty. Anything else, Lieutenant, that we need to cover?
Listen, I just appreciate what you guys do every day. Certainly do a great job keeping the community informed and giving us the opportunity to be heard.
Wait a minute. Let me push the record button on
Yeah,
that.
I know, we got it.
Gotta
Yeah,
get
we gotta
that.
make sure.
Yeah. Tell us more.
This was not
Come on.
paid political ad.
We could have a live liner. We could
I
have a
think so.
liner from Lieutenant Skeets on. Appreciate
How
what
great we are, yeah.
We are grateful for your. Yeah, it's nice to hear the good part that we're doing something. You know?
Listen, and I don't know that I've been in or talked to any. I see Charles occasionally at his wonderful establishment, but when I was in last, we were talking about a need for one of our local officers, and we did a fundraiser, hugely successful, and in no small part to y'all's efforts and some of the other media folks around town that we participated with. I don't want to short anybody's contribution, but certainly you guys had a big part of that, so we appreciate you.
All right, and that's the blood drive tomorrow, 2 to 6:30. Did I get that right? Yeah, 2 to 6:30 tomorrow, right in front of the government complex building, Meridian, Mississippi. Lieutenant Andy Matashevsky, thank you for being here, sir.
Thank you for having me.
And we'll take a quick break. Come back, stay with us. If you want to call us, you can 601-485-9191.
The University of Florida.
Bring on the next
That's the Gators.
Is that the Gators?
That's not like
No.
next post Sooners, Oklahoma.
No, that's not going to be.
Oh, let me tell you.
We got Norman teaching lesson.
I'm-
Welcome to the SEC. You will get a welcome.
They've been welcome.
Well, we're going to put the stamp on the welcoming party.
Oh, man.
And then
Oklahoma's
after
having
that,
a tough year.
that's the Iron Bowl.
Oh,
Auburn.
We're coming, Auburn. Oh,
And hell's coming with.
Tuscaloosa Ted coming on with the line from, Tombstone.
We are back in the playoff race.
I'm telling you, Tuscaloosa Ted, always glad to have you in the studio,
Thank
even
you,
though you're
sir.
not usually invited. You just happen to kind of be here.
The wife threw me out.
What did you say to Tina that made you have to split the sheets?
No comment.
Did she? Wait a minute.
Attorney
She's
told-
She's not a private war eagle. is she?
Well, like I said, no comment.
No comment. Okay, I got you. 601-485-9191 is our top line. Good morning, caller. Welcome to our show.
Good morning, Rob. You're in the Charles got full house.
Yeah, good
Yeah,
morning.
hello there, Mayor of Cipollina, Benny Kimmel.
Well, sound like y'all have a lot of fun, but I want to make serious comment about the blood drive
Yes, sir. Yes.
because some people think you can't take it's a desecration of the blood to take a blood transfusion. That is not true.
I'm alive today because of them.
Jesus let no a man has no greater love than to lay down his life for a friend. Blood is life. Life is good.
That's it.
To share your life good with another person is a noble thing. To eat the blood is a sin because is the animal that is just a great life of this animal because it to eat goes out waste. There's different points that people confuse sometimes. There's nothing wrong with blood transfusion. There is something wrong with eating blood.
Yeah.
That's what the scripture
You're quoting scripture actually there. I appreciate that. You know, my wife and I both with transfusion and there's another term there is transfusion and something else you do with blood.
What are we talking about?
Anyway, we both got somebody else's blood. All right, let's put it that way.
Well, it helps to know the sun's light.
When we were young, so therefore, that's how we were able to stay alive and we would meet each other, and we, had our family, and we.
That's how you met each other.
No, that's how we were. That's how we were able to meet each other by being kept alive by blood transfusions.
Oh, okay,
wonderful.
Pay attention, Frazier. Come on.
Great testimony. But anyway, that's all. I hope everyone has a
great
day.
How could we not? I know I would.
We have a great day in our office because we have Purvis Business Machines. That's what helps make our office great here. And there's no better place to go for your business machines than the great folks down there at 4505 Highway 39 at Purvis Business Machines.
I would argue it's the only place to go.
Let's go.
Yes.
I like it. I can't argue with that.
You can also go to their website, gopurvis.com, or just give them a call, 601-693-COPY. And, of course, they've got all kinds of business machines there. The printers, scanners, copiers. They connect all your devices. And what's great is they will come and install that all for you. They'll set it all up. You don't have to worry about it. All you got to do is go to your computer and press print, or your tablet, or your phone, or even your watch. It's amazing what they can do. And, of course, what's great about them is their motto, because they live by it. Service, not excuses. Since 1979, their service is second to none. You call them, they're there. It's like magic. It's like they're waiting outside your door, and there they are. It's almost a miracle. It's like a Christmas miracle. 601-693-COPY, gopurvis.com, or go see them at their showroom, 4505 Highway 39 North. That's Purvis Business Machines.
When it comes to quality and service, Jerry Purvis won't back down. We'll be back.
Moves, and it's time to pay attention.
Meridian and East Mississippi and West Alabama. Thank you so much for being out there and tuned in to this, the second hour of the two best hours of local live talk radio here in East Mississippi, West Alabama. Roger B. along with say hi to Rob Atkinson.
Hey, good morning.
Good morning, sir. Say hi to Charles Frazier.
Good morning.
Oh, the whole team is here this morning, ready to go on this Monday, the 18th of November. So glad you're out there. Yeah, in just a moment, we're going to be talking with the president and director of the Montgomery Institute, Beverly Knox, here in the studio. We'll be talking a little bit about some lunch and learn, but we also want to take your calls. We put our number out there so bravely, 601-485-9191. 601-485-9191 is the talk line. And, of course, this part of our show is brought to you by some good folks. And I'm talking about the good folks there at Barb and Son Plumbing.
That's what the and all the plumbers in town. You know why? Because they've been in business for over 80 years. Invented indoor plumbing. Number one day to call plumbers. Rob, what is it?
That's that day after Thanksgiving.
That's
right?
that day after Black Friday. Why they call it Black Friday in the plumbing world?
That's
Yeah,
right.
they call it Clog Friday in the plumbing world, actually. And yeah, there's a good reason. They don't actually make that up. They may start. You never know. It might start a trend. All you got to do is call them. Write this number down because Black Friday you're going to need them for 601-482-7023. Now, if you're a do-it-yourselfer and you got some plumbing issues need to be repaired, take a picture, bring that part in, and Gary will give you detailed instructions on how to repair it. Well, and of course, tell you the right parts to get it done as well. You have to wander around a big box store looking for aisle 47, bin 33. You get the wrong part, you got to bring it back.
I was supposed to get a 3/4 instead of an inch.
Such a pain. Nope, just go to Barber & Sons Plumbing and it's one-stop shopping. 601-482-7023. Of course, they're conveniently located downtown, 1123 26th Avenue. Barber & Sons Plumbing, been doing it for over 80 years. It's the place to go.
That's it, Barber & Son Plumbing. Yep. I like to pull right up to the front door, walk in, sit down at the counter, and enjoy a good conversation with Gary and the team.
See the cat.
And see the cat.
Yeah,
that's it. Mornings in Meridian. We're glad you're out there. Caller on the line. Good morning. Welcome to our show.
Good morning.
Hey.
Good morning.
I was saddened to learn that Mike Partridge yesterday.
Yes.
A great guy who be missed by all. I talked to friends about Sims, his daughter, and his three sisters. The son of Quail.
That's it. The son of Quail. You knew Don, didn't you?
I did, and of course you know his history with these call letters, don't you?
I do, a little bit of it anyway. Yes, sir.
Yeah. But Mike was a great guy, and I know he was but just wanted to mention that.
Well, I'm glad you did. We did mention it the first hour, and I think it's fitting that we do it again. So I thank you for introducing that.
You're quite welcome. And y'all have a great day.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, appreciate you being out there, Mr. J. Slay. All right, and how fitting that it's not just us, but the caller out there who recognizes the importance that Mike Partridge was to our community.
Big influence. Yeah,
man,
far-reaching on so many different ways. Restaurants, the classic cars, the radio.
And Lieutenant Andy Ski was talking about he became acquainted with him through the car, his love for automobiles. And Mike would drive around that great 55
the green
Chevy,
one.
Yeah, 55 Chevy, and that's about it. When everybody could, and he could afford a top of the line pickup truck. He would go to town and run errands in his 1969 70-ish Ford pickup. I love it.
Nothing wrong with that.
I love it.
Good.
Oh, so always a friend. He was very kind. Always reached out to those of us in radio and talking about some radio history, kind of sharing a little nugget every now and then about radio and from years back. And he was brought up in radio and transitioned to the restaurant business. So unlike Charles, was in the restaurant, transitioned to radio. Weird.
I don't know. Transition, right? Word. Not use that. These days, you got to be careful.
That's right.
I'm not transitioning.
That's right. But it means a lot, though, when you, as a restaurateur, have nothing but good to say about somebody else in the restaurant business.
No, and well, the community has been very close, and really, COVID I think brought us all together. A lot of the independents anyway, and certainly Mike and Sam were part of that, and part of the community, and we shared a lot of ideas, and so we really kind of we were supportive of each other, and we kind of knew we had to be, and I think that support has extended beyond COVID and all of the issues with that. So he will be very much. And I've actually got a meeting with the state board today, and so I'll bring him up and
good deal.
what the board can do as well to honor him. So kind of iconic, and he really put the restaurant on the map. I mean, national attention for it. So he will be, as I said, sadly missed.
Absolutely, our prayers and thoughts go out to the family, and as Jay Slay talked about when he called it. All right, here in the studio with us, we have Ms. Beverly Knox, who is from the Montgomery Institute. Welcome, Beverly.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
Well, we know that when you're here, something good is happening in our community because you're educating our community on good, best health practices. And so tell us what the focus is coming up. I believe, if I remember the term correctly, it is Lunch and Learn.
That's correct. We will be having our diabetes lunch and learn, awareness lunch and learn on tomorrow, the 19th. I'll be at 12 noon at North Park Church.
12 noon, North Park Church. Let them know you're coming.
Yes. And we will have nurse practitioner Brittany Kirsch as our speaker. She is from Greater Meridian Health Clinic. And Greater Meridian Health Clinic, of course, is one of our sponsors, one of our partners, and we are thankful to use all of our partners. And so she will be our speaker tomorrow.
Okay, very good. So that's tomorrow, North Park Church, right here on Highway 39. And I think that's an awesome thing that the Montgomery Institute is involved in, is educating the public on how to take care of yourself.
Thank you. We also are promoting lung cancer awareness, because November is Lung Cancer Awareness Month as well.
Okay.
So we are promoting lung cancer awareness in November, but we're actually having the lunch and learn December 10th.
Okay.
Dr. Oscar Khan, Ashna Rush will be our speaker there, and we are looking forward to everybody calling in, and we've got people calling in for both events. So we are thankful for that.
It's interesting. You mentioned lung cancer. That I used to always just associate that with either smokers or vapors, and it's people. I've always been surprised to learn that somebody who I know hasn't smoked and doesn't smoke come down with lung cancer. So it's something that can affect everybody if you want to get down to it.
This is very, very true, and we know that lung cancer is the leading of all cancer deaths. You would think otherwise, but lung cancer is the leading of all the cancer deaths. And so we want to make sure that we get the word out. We need to do whatever we can to protect our lungs and make sure that they are healthy. And so that's what that one is about. We know that diabetes is prevalent in the state of Mississippi and in the South. We really have a problem in the state of Mississippi. So we want to make sure that we do that as much as possible. We've had about 4 or 5 diabetes lunch and learns. Our doctors are telling us we can't educate too much as far as diabetes is concerned. So,
unfortunately, in Mississippi, we're number 1 in too many wrong categories.
Diabetes.
And I don't know if we're number 1, but yeah, evidently pretty bad.
Well, we're number 48.
Is that right?
Yes. We moved.
Well, yay. Hey, because of what you're
education.
Doing. See, it's working.
But that means we're number 48. Like 50th would be the worst.
50 would be the worst,
Okay,
right?
so we're like number 3
wrong.
No.
That's all right.
So we're the second worst.
Second worst.
Yeah.
There's 2 worse than we are.
Okay.
There's 49 and 50.
That's exactly.
And then there's Puerto Rico. There's probably like 3 more worse.
See, there you go.
Throw them in there. DC.
Throw them in there.
State, but
yeah.
Okay,
well, there you have it. So it's Lunch and Learn. It's going to be at North Park. It's going to be tomorrow, and that's a pretty cool thing to do.
Yes. You can still call in 601-483-2661. That's 601-483-2661. And we'll see you tomorrow at 12.
Have you ever had to be like we're maxed out, we can't take anymore?
Yes, we have.
Okay,
But
so
we are thankful to be in a good place right now where we can use you if you want to come. We
mhm,
have over 100 people, maybe 120 already. But we're looking forward to as many as can come. We
mhm,
like to. We don't like turning somebody away.
yeah,
We want to make sure that we are doing our part to this mission and effort towards public health education. That's
perfect.
what it's.
That's what it's about, public health. And, you know, it's good to have a community, but if you're not a healthy community,
Right.
it's not much of a community.
So you get lunch,
Amen.
then you get blood. I mean,
Amen.
Yeah.
Ah,
uh,
there
tie-in.
you go. Good. I like the way you brought that together, Charles. Go eat lunch and learn, and then go give some blood, and you've done your duty for the day.
That's it. You might win $10,000.
Well, now, you know, who's watching that? I mean, how does that?
Yeah, whoever sees that, that's what I want to do.
I know. I know it's the sheriff's department. No,
Gotta watch Calhoun down there.
I'm having fun with that. All right. Well, again, let's encourage people to call in. I mean, to call Montgomery Institute and sign up for Lunch and Learn. We have Beverly Knox here with Montgomery Institute. If you have a question for her, you're welcome to call us at 601-485-9191 right now. Good morning, caller. Do you have a question for Beverly Knox?
Good morning, guys. How are you?
Hey, good morning.
Fine, thank you.
Please, Dr. Knott, I know Charles is sitting there with you. I think you did connect the dots. I was asking you about the particular program that came on from 7 to 9 every morning. This is what I was talking about. We were talking about some other things. This is one, and Charles is here today. He's one of the co-hosts on there that you should see. And because it's also about Charles. Where is Dr. Jeremy? I can ask at a later time, but I mean, I'm on the line.
Hey,
here.
Ruth, can you tell us what in the world you're talking about? We have Beverly Knox with the.
Dr. Knox. I'm talking about Dr. Knox. I had asked her, about this particular station, and he didn't connect the dots because we were talking about something. Well, with me, I talk about 5 or 6 different things at the same time. You have to be moving along with me.
Yeah, we're just all slow, and we can't keep up with you. That's for sure.
Gotta map it out.
But anyway, so Dr. Knott, Charles is there.
Okay.
He's one of the co-hosts here, and he's somebody that could meet. And then Germany, Germany. I want to know from Charles, where is he? We can talk another time. He's not at Mississippi State anymore, and I want to know what happened to him.
I think she is in Texas, but I'm not sure. I know that
she moved away.
I don't know if she's doing kind of a guest professorship out there. Exactly what is going on.
All right.
I've seen her a little bit. We've got friends in common. I'll try to find out.
Okay, there you go. All right, Ruth, we've got Beverly Knox introduced to Charles, so we got that accomplished. And now you know that Dr. Germany is not here at this time. Thank you for the call. Bye-bye. Okay. Mornings in Meridian.
Dr. Knox for a while. So anyway, but it's okay.
When did you get your doctorate?
I have a doctor in theology from Ebenezer.
Oh, well,
really?
Good.
Theology. I didn't know that.
But you've never introduced yourself to Dr. Knox, so I was a little taken back.
I know. I use it in that.
Now I know how to introduce you next time.
Listen. I'm Beverly Knox. Period.
All right.
Either way you go,
I like
it's all good.
Well, I tell you
Well,
what.
after that period, there's a PhD though.
Well,
All right. Beverly Knox period.
Yeah, I'm Beverly Knox period. PhD. There you go. That's great. So very good though. I like that too. Doctor of Theology. That's a good study right there.
No doubt.
All right. Well, again, I want you to know that Dr. Knox invites you to come to Lunch and Learn there at North Park Church, and it's going to be tomorrow and noon. But you call in to make your reservation, make sure they know you're coming so they have enough food for you. And that's number again, please.
The number is 601-483-2661. 601-483-2661.
Well, very good. That's the way to do it. Now, have to ask you this, and I'm going to call you Beverly because that's the way
That's who I am. That's who I am.
that's the way we roll.
That's
the
who
way
I
we
am.
roll.
Okay.
Bev, hey Bev, let me say, Dr. Bev. Hey, I like that.
Dr. Bev,
Dr.
yeah.
Bev. Right. Tell us what the Montgomery Institute. I know it's made this turn toward making sure the community is informed health-wise. But what are some of the things that the Montgomery Institute is doing now?
I'm so excited because since 2021 and taking over as president in this role, I was certainly concerned and still am. Bill Crawford is who he is, and just to follow in his shoes as the president of the Montgomery Institute really is big shoes to fill.
Mm-hmm.
But we have and had as our focus Community Health Improvement Network first. And so that's one of our programs, of course. But we serve as a fiscal agent for the Mississippi Tobacco Free Coalition of Knoxville, Neshoba, and Kemper counties. And so that's another program, and we are thankful for that one.
The tobacco companies don't care much for that.
They don't like us at all.
No.
And we don't like them much either.
But when you talk about health and lung cancer, all
that goes with it.
Put those things down.
And we recently received a grant starting September 30th from Health and Human Services, CDC, for a drug-free communities coalition. And so we've had 2 meetings already and looking forward to this program. It's a program that will teach the dangers of marijuana and opioid use from 6th graders to 12th graders.
Oh, that's interesting. 2 things that are a little bit different there, marijuana and opioid.
Right. And so we're excited about that program. Lacey Williams is the project director for it. And so she's entering into our school systems, Lauderdale County schools, Meridian public schools, all parochial schools, private schools. Let us in with children between the ages of 6, in grades of 6 and 12. We want them to make more informed, healthy decisions about marijuana and opioid use. We want to make sure that we make them aware of the dangers of those 2.
There you go. Again, making our community healthier.
And then one more.
Yes. Please.
Community arts and education, of course, with Rochelle Putnam.
Yes.
She's working with us. We're excited about all the great things and organizations that she's working with, Boys and Girls Club, Hope Village, different ones. She's working with each one. And, of course, we want to hold WHOLE adult. That's what we're trying to produce here. And that's what this is all about. So the Montgomery Institute, named after, late Congressman G.B. Sonny Montgomery. We want to make sure we keep that leadership legacy rolling, and this is what we do.
I love it. We've got a caller on the line. If you have a question for Dr. Bev, you can do that right now. 601. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Good morning, guys.
Yes, you do.
Love everybody.
I understand.
There's nothing you can do about it.
Come on in here.
Hey, Doc, this is Mississippi James, and it was sort of funny yesterday. We met at the checkout line at Walmart.
Why are you stalking Dr. Knox?
Hey,
not just Jay.
Good thing just to line up. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah.
Hey, and I was so proud of my shopping yesterday. I had her to look at my basket. I said, "Look in there, nothing processed, all one name food."
This is true. This is true.
Very good.
That's a good thing she's doing.
They'll be there.
I hope more people get on board. Like it looked like, of course, your health. You speaking of the diabetes and the lung cancer. You're going up against some powerhouse industry that love to make money off stuff that hurt people. And people got to wise up.
I think
you can do it in moderation or stop doing it all together.
We should give her number to Robert F. Kennedy Jr. Because they got the same goal in mind there. He wants to make America.
That'll work out.
There you go.
That'll work out. Yeah.
This is true.
So I was just good to see her yesterday, and we'll be there tomorrow.
Well, we'll be happy to have you. We'll be happy to have you all.
Okay. Have a good day and keep up the good work.
Thank you.
Gotta keep on getting the message out there.
All right.
Thank you.
Keep preaching it.
Good call there, Mr. James.
All right. Thank you.
All right. There you go. Mississippi James checking in here. And he's actually in Mississippi because he was chasing down Dr.
in Walmart, Mississippi.
Yeah,
Apparently.
yeah, there you go. You never know where he's
Yes,
going to pop up.
indeed.
So there you have it. All right. Well, again, thank you, Doctor. See, I'm on this doctor thing. Yeah. Beverly Knox, of course.
Dr. Beverly.
Yeah. One of these days we'll come on. We'll talk about God. We'll have a good discussion.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what we'll do.
That's always good. A good discussion.
Best discussion ever.
Yes, indeed.
And of course, taking care of the body He created is part of what you're all about. So you're right
It's
on
ministry.
in there.
It's
That's
ministry.
it. It is. It's ministry. You're doing it. So thank you for being here, folks. Call her tomorrow. It's North Park Church. Give a call today to get your seat reserved for Lunch and Learn, talking about diabetes. And also, don't forget, November is Lung Cancer Awareness Month, and they'll have a discussion on that in December.
Thank you.
Did we cover it all?
I think we got it.
Anything else you want to add?
I can't think of anything.
Any other degrees?
No.
Okay, just checking. All right, we'll be back. Stay with us. a no for sure. We're glad you're out there, Roger, Rob,
Yeah.
and Charles.
Yeah, I didn't say along. I didn't know.
How do you like us now?
Well,
Yeah.
not very much.
You've said it before, though. You've said that. How do you like me now?
I don't think I've ever said that.
Really?
Sure.
Never. Not even to Tricia.
Why would I say that to her?
Well, I don't know. How do you like me now?
Yeah. Not very much.
Not
okay.
very much.
All right.
All right. Look at Rob. He's got the "How do you like me now" picture on board Trump Force One. You got Elon Musk, President-elect Donald Trump, his son Donald Trump Jr., of course RFK Jr., and Speaker of the House, Mr. Johnson, all there, and they're having what?
I was kind of zooming in on the McDonald's menu.
Yeah.
They all have fries, 10-piece order of nuggets, and a quarter pounder, all of them.
Wow.
God.
There you go.
And then when you zoom in on Trump, he's got a Big Mac, filet of fish, and a large fry.
The filet of fish is questionable.
And he's got it looks like a orange Fanta over there by his stack of news.
That would explain a lot of the orangeness. Am I right there?
Could be.
Drink a lot of orange Fanta.
The caption on this photo
That's a lot of carotene.
Exactly. Make them orange.
I get it now. The caption of this photo is making the new gang member do drugs to make sure he's not an undercover cop.
Oh, there you go. Better eat some McDonald's. Eat it all. I better get that honey mustard.
RFK is saying, "No, you're not taking this picture. No, you're not taking a picture, are you? Here? Oh my goodness, no, please don't do that." Oh my, yes, that was fun. I love it. I kind of that Toby Keith song was a good one to do the Trump victory
You were doing a
dance.
little Trump dancing.
You see that? I like that.
There was a lot of NFL players yesterday when they would score a touchdown or get a sack.
Wow.
They would do that dance.
Well, they saw Bones doing that at the ring at the fight.
At the fight.
He was like doing the victory. Gives Trump the belt.
Well, and then Bosa,
Come on, really?
Bosa for the 49ers, it was last week. He gets a sack and he starts doing the same dance, which he got fined for wearing a MAGA hat a few nights before the election, which it was like a drop in the bucket for him, $15,000. But yeah, it's like athletes now are like, you know what? It's cool to do it now. It's like they're not scared anymore because
they're not scared anymore.
Yeah.
That's the big thing.
What you've seen in America is a quiet majority because nobody put out the signs, nobody put the bumper stickers because of the divisiveness of the whole political scene. But it's like, our guy got it. So, do a little Trump. And by the way, it's alleged that CBS headed out one of the dances with one of the players there in the NFL.
Well, I don't know if they can stop this number, though. Trump has become the first ever Republican ever to go over 76 million in the popular vote. Nobody's ever done that.
I thought it was first, and that's first president ever. Is that right? Or,
says Trump becomes first Republican candidate to cross 76 million votes.
Legitimate votes.
Again, let's say a big shout out to daughter-in-law Laura Trump and the RNC.
So to be Senator Trump.
I hope. That'd be nice.
It'd be nice. Another Trump.
If DeSantis doesn't want it.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I don't know. What do you think DeSantis' strategy, what's going on in his mind right now?
I don't know. And you have to remember, too, now with these representative seats, because there's several of them going to be in the cabinet here because there's going to be special elections to be held. So, I mean, even though the Republicans have the slim majority in the House right now, there's still 5 races that have not been officially called yet in the House because, I mean, literally there's one race, I believe it's either in California or Iowa, 36 votes are between the 2 candidates. So there's still some races to be. I think one's in Iowa, one in Alaska, I think a couple in California. And of course, with Stefanik going into the cabinet potentially, that's a race that'll have to have a special election in New York. You've got the WALT race down in Florida, and of course Gates in Florida as well. Yep. So we'll see what happens with all that. So, but those 3 races I just mentioned, those appear predominantly Republican, charged up areas. So I wouldn't say that the majority would change a whole lot. So, and out of those 5 races I mentioned, Republicans have a slim lead in 4 of the 5 right now. So right now, you would think they'd still have a majority, but just a matter of how many now. So,
all right. It's Mornings in Meridian. We're glad you're out there. Our number is 601-485-9191. Let's take a call, shall we? Uh-oh.
Good morning.
I got a solution to that problem right there about the Santas and
I need to. Can I stop you just a moment? You've got a terrible interference on your phone. Can you call us on another phone, please? All right, no problem. Just call us on another phone.
Yeah.
It's that.
Oh, massive.
Yeah.
The tin foil. Who knows? Okay.
Sound like Donald Duck got drunk.
Yeah, it is a very annoying little interference. And I'm sorry, but he's not the only one who's ever had that on their phones.
The feds are after us.
When it shows up, it's like, okay. Hey, I know how we can keep people from calling conservative talk radio. Let's make the phones not interact with their phones.
Let's scramble them.
Let's scramble them. That's it. Yeah. So, hopefully we can get a different call here. 601-485-9191. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hey.
Can you hear me now?
Can?
I do. You're a little scratchy when you talk, but so far, no interference in between. Go ahead.
All right. I got a suggestion. Maybe Laura Trump will run for governor of Florida and DeSantis or run for senator.
Have DeSantis senator and let Laura be the governor.
Huh?
I would say that's not a bad plan, except that I think Laura has already gone way past governor at this point.
Okay.
but I like that. I like that. All right, you've got two good leaders and two good positions.
That's right. Well, all right, then. Enjoy your show and appreciate y'all.
Appreciate you, and I'm sorry that the FBI has tapped your phone. I hope you're okay.
Okay. You're doing it. That's what I want.
Yeah, exactly. Oh goodness.
Well, no. So wait a minute. So if
Yeah.
DeSantis put himself as the senator, now they would have to have a special election for governor, or would the lieutenant governor automatically move up in that position? What's the process?
Whatever the state of Florida's process
We
is.
don't know.
I know in most states, I know in Mississippi, it would be just be the lieutenant governor would be in that
LT.
position, and they would just kind of move up to the ranks there. But like I said, it's
There's
not
been a suggestion of his wife for governor.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
this is DeSantis.
it's in the hands of DeSantis what he wants to do with that Senate seat.
Sure.
But as far as the governorship goes, I mean, if he goes that route, not saying he is going to go that route to point himself, but I think Laura Trump seems to be the favorite right now that everybody's kind of pushing him to pick for Rubio's seat there since he'll be Secretary of State. So
there you have it.
Well, it would certainly score him some points with the Donald, shall we say? If DeSantis did that.
That would be huge.
Huge. Yeah. So,
All right.
Anyway.
Well, let's say a big thank you to Adam Carmichael and Adam McCree because they provide a great service for our community by making sure everybody is able to see clearly through the windshields.
That's right. We can see clearly now. The rain is gone, and also your cracks and the pecks and everything else in your windshield because the A&A Glass can repair them. They're the #1 glass replacement company here in town and have been for 10 years running. And of course, you know where they're located: 217 22nd Avenue, also called Seal Award, Kowloon Parkway, just 2 doors down from the Meridian Children's Museum, and that's where you'll find them, the #1 glass replacement company. They'll work with your insurance company. They'll be at any price in town, fast, friendly, efficient, and they're both named Adam. So all you got to do is remember Adam. It's easy. A&A Glass is open 8 to 4, Monday through Friday, 601-693 Glass at 217 22nd Avenue. That's conveniently located downtown. Go check them out.
yeah, it looks like there's some other names potentially on the horizon here for that seat in Florida. They're saying that the Attorney General of Florida could be a potential pick for DeSantis as well. So,
okay,
but everybody is really pushing for Laura Trump. So we'll see.
Neil Cavuto this weekend. James Clyburn doubling down on his characterization of Donald Trump as Adolf Hitler in the comparison.
All right. How'd that work?
Yeah.
Well, he's not. I don't. I'm not sure what's in the person's mind when they do that, but this might be a good time for the South Carolinians to begin thinking about retiring their Senator James Clyburn.
Like I said, how did all that language work during the general election there with the American voter. The
He's
voters out there.
going to hold the line. He's going to hold the line. Okay. He's Clyburn appeared on the Cavuto Live and Fox News to talk about the post-election prospects and challenges for Democrats, and he's still
going with Hitler. All right, not Mussolini or Stalin.
Yeah,
I'm just going to go with Hitler.
He said the country has gone lurching back to the right. Lurching. We are lurching back. Anyway, that's all.
Lurching.
He's invoked as Hitler many times, in fact, including 2018, 2019, 2022. For example, he was probably referring to an interview with Don Lemon on CNN that got a lot of attention at that time. Are you envisioning another Hitler? Is that why you're saying, Cavuto asked? And he says, that's exactly what I'm saying. I said the 1930s in Germany. Clyburn shot back.
You know what the Nazi Party was?
So that's what I'm saying. Hey,
the Nazi Party was the National Socialist Party. That's what Nazi means.
Yeah.
National Socialist
Party.
National Socialist.
All right. Let's take a look at the two parties. Which of the two parties, Democrat or Republican, would be the one that you would consider leans most to socialism?
It's multiple choice, right? There A or B.
It's multiple choice.
Okay.
Well, I'll give you three: either Republican, Democrat, or Independent.
Oh, and the Independent. Wow. All right. I wasn't prepared for that. all the above.
There you go.
That was the DNC calling.
So it's kind of like, okay, you just keep digging that. That's because he knows Senator Clyburn. This is why he does this. Senator Clyburn, by the way, who single-handedly infused an IV into the Biden campaign back in 2020, because Biden was on his way out.
Yep.
And Clyburn waved his hand, and South Carolina came across, and they made it happen for Biden, and that re-energized the Biden campaign. So he is powerful in many ways, but he knows he has constituents. And in South Carolina, they got constituents, and he knows he's got a lot that have put him in office that love it. He says that kind of garbage. So that's why he does it.
How much did South Carolina go Republican this time?
Can you pull that up for us? Let's take a phone call here while you're doing that. Good morning, caller. How you doing?
Hey, good morning. Trying to choke down a biscuit baby.
Well, listen, call back when you're done. I don't want to interrupt breakfast.
Oh, I just swallowed.
I just swallowed.
18 points.
Oh, Trump took South Carolina. Hold on there, Lefty. Trump took South Carolina with 18 points.
Yes, sir.
That's Hitler. Oh my. Go ahead, Lefty. We're listening now.
Okay. What if President Trump was Jewish? Do you think Clyburn would call him Hitler then?
Well, Hitler. Let's see.
Hitler was Jewish, I think.
Things you can call somebody as Hitler.
Well, this Hitler has a son-in-law who is Jewish.
It is.
So he's not quite like the Adolf Hitler of the 30s. He's a little bit different. He's got family. His grandkids are fathered by a Jew.
I think that's terrible to call somebody compare him to Hitler.
Well, I mean, look at the source.
I think Trump should be given permission to go up to him and slap his face off of his skull.
Yeah.
Inciting violence.
I really did. I mean, look at all the people that died in the name of Hitler. Irish and Irish.
Oh, well, of course. I mean, it's and the American people saw through all of that when you heard it from not just from Senator Clyburn, but you heard it from other people in the Hollywood world and the political Democrat side. It's like a Nazi.
Well, you know how to tell if somebody's stupid, don't you?
How can you tell if somebody's stupid?
When they've exhausted their intellect and they resort to name calling.
Boy, I'm a pretty dumb.
This guy Lefty.
Yeah, we call him Lefty. That's right.
I mean, their statements will drive you to that. I agree.
Yeah.
But
And I got one for you before I go. I'm not going to pull a Miss Ruth and just go on and
Thank
on and
goodness.
on.
Okay.
You probably would have won this one on Final Jeopardy the other day.
Ooh, I like Jeopardy.
I did, and all three of the contestants did not know what the answer was.
What was the answer? Right, because you got to have the
It was
question.
something that says the category was transportation, and it said something about 1947. Congress said something about it'll never fly or something. I know what that is. I said that's the spruce goose with not Hugh Hefner. What's his name?
Howard Hughes.
Howard Hughes.
Get your head out of the magazine.
The 60s.
Yeah.
9 yards. I said, I know it's got 2 acres in it, Hugh
Yeah.
Hefner or Howard Hughes, but none of them got it.
Yeah.
And I said, man, I need to go to the casino or something. I said, I got the Final Jeopardy question. And it was the spruce goose that finally flew in 47. That one that he was developing for the military.
Now, did you have to have a spruce goose? Or was that something
bet he
totally
did.
different? A spruce goose. That was a different kind of goose, wasn't it?
Yeah, his goose
And it
really
was
spruced.
6-engine bomber.
No, Hugh Hefner had goose feathers in his comforter. Say that again, sir.
I said, you know that history. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
I know the spruce goose, largest aircraft built of wood, had like 12 engines on that thing. I forget how many, but it was
37 of them.
Well, it had 6, I think, and it was top driven.
Yep.
No, it had more than 6 engines.
It had more than 6. Good Lord. That thing was a monster. But anyway, I felt pretty proud of myself. I got that question, and I'm like, man, I'm not all that stupid. I said, I got Final Jeopardy, and nobody else had a clue.
Well, now, it just shows you you're smarter than an intellectual. It looks like 8 engines according to the look there. Look, he had 4 on each side. So there you go.
Good Lord.
Yeah. Nice large airplane, but it wasn't. It just didn't take because it did fly in it was in San Diego or Los Angeles there on the water there.
Bay, wasn't it?
Yeah, Long Beach maybe. I'm trying to remember.
Well, the war was over, but he had the contract, and it took him that long to, I guess, get a prototype. But anyway,
I think it's in.
Well, I'm listening in, and
it's at the Evergreen Aviation Space Museum in McMinnville, Oregon. If you so want to go see this.
In Oregon, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, a little bit too liberal for me.
Oh, yeah.
All those states out there from California, of course, Washington and Oregon, blue, which Shazam.
Well, I'm glad you checked in with us. We got to get this break in before we have to say goodbye. But thanks for checking in, Lefty.
All right. See y'all later.
What is the spruce goose? That's the answer. Could have got him a lot of money on Double Jeopardy.
Yeah, Hugh Hefner.
Or Final Jeopardy. finish up the show, but we've got to let you know about some good folks down there at Southern Business Supply.
Yes, indeed. And it's just as easy. All you got to do is go to southernbusinesssupply.com and order all of your office supplies. They are then delivered the next day.
Mm-hmm.
How cool is that? Of course,
that's totally cool.
And of course, they're conveniently located at 5685 Dale Drive. You can go down there and check out all of their office furniture. They've got a huge display there. They have an in-house designer if you want to kind of change things around in your home or office.
Mm.
What do you call the office? Just the office. Your work office. Anyway, you have the in-house designer, and they're all there. But the easiest thing to do is either call them at 614-524-47 or go to their website, southernbusinesssupply.com. Order those staples, those papers, filing cabinets, whatever you need. They even have the big water gallon, spring water coolers, break room supply, janitorial supplies. They've got it all there, and they will bring it to you. Can't beat that. southernbusinesssupply.com, 5685 Dale Drive, or give them a call, 614-524-47. They're open 8 to 5, Monday through Friday. When you buy local, your money stays here. They know the big box stores, and yes, to Southern Business Supply.
All right, and don't forget to take that short drive up to Philadelphia to Doc's Toyota, because they have the great supply of vehicles, whether they're pre-owned vehicles that have been certified or a brand new Toyota, whether it's a Highlander, whether it's a Toyota Tundra pickup truck, you name it. They've got great Toyotas at Doc's Toyota. So go up the road there, just a short distance to Philadelphia. And remember, when you take advantage of all the great opportunities of great deals at Doc's Toyota, you will understand why we have always said in this station that there is no deal like a Doc's deal. That's Doc's Toyota, Philadelphia, Highway 16. Well, it's time to say goodbye until tomorrow, so why don't we just do that?
Goodbye till tomorrow.
Hey, Sheriff!